Hello everyone. Today we'll be doing problem 22 of the 2024 AMC 10A. So, to this question, it looks really scary, right? It's a bunch of kites. You don't know how to find the kite area and you don't know how to find the triangle. It seems really unrelated to anything. So, how do you start? Well, first of all, what you want to think about is before getting really scared, because I will admit this question does look really scary, is think, what? How can you calculate the area of this triangle? Well, you do know the base of this triangle, right? So what if I mean, you don't know it directly, but you know that, first of all, notice that every single kite, it's made of two 30, 60, 90 triangles, right? So because the legs and hypotenuse are in ratio 1, square root of 3, and 2, meaning that this is a 60-degree angle, and this is a 30-degree angle. And this, of course, is a right angle, because once again, the legs and hypotenuse are in this ratio. What does this mean? Well, essentially, this means that, well, we can assume that this is a right angle. This angle, if we draw this line, is two 30-degree angles, right? So this big angle here will be a 60-degree angle. And here we have a smaller 30, 60, 90 triangle, right? And since we know this side is square root of 3, since all of these kites are the same, we can use these and the 30, 60, 90-degree ratios to find this is this divided by 2, the hypotenuse divided by 2, square root of 3 over 2, and this is the other leg multiplied by 3, or 3/2, or 1.5, however you like. Since this base is made out of 4 of such lines, 4 of these, since we can kind of assume these are congruent, this will be 3 over 2 times 4, meaning that, I'll just erase this. This entire line is 3 over 2 times 4, which is 6. Okay, we know the base, but how do we find the height? Well, first of all, let's draw the height. Obviously, the height is this line over here. Well, that's not going to help, right? Like, how can we find anything related to this line when there's nothing that we can support it with? Well, observe that since this is a right angle, of course it's not rigorously proven, we kind of just assumed it, but it is definitely possible to do so, and yeah, because you could do so by, I guess you could do so by just plotting, realizing that this is a right triangle and then like doing angle changing, but for the purposes of this, I'm not going to show, like, rigorously prove that this is a right triangle. I think it's reasonable enough to be assumed. So, since this is a rectangle, isn't this height simply just this line over here, right? When, more than that, we already know what this is. This is simply square root of 3, right? Because, again, all these kites are the same as this. Well, what's this? Well, realize that, like we did earlier, this is simply 1/2 of the hypotenuse of this small triangle, which is, let me just erase all these distractions, which is simply just square root of 3 over 2. So this entire length, which is equal to this, is square root of 3, oh, I don't know what just happened, plus square root of 3 over 2 equals 3 square root of 3 over 2. And so we know the height, this is this height, and we know the base, which is 6. We divide all of that. I'm actually just going to erase this big box. I don't know why I did it. Divide by 2, because base times height over 2. We get 9 square root of 3 over 2. What answer is that? Well, it's answer B, and that will be our answer. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.